Yo, what's up? Trey TV23 back again with another video. I'm gonna be talking about NBA over the past couple of days. A lot of games have happened. A lot of shocking games have happened. A lot of good games and everything. So let's get right into it. First game I want to talk about is probably the Suns against. I think it's Suns against the Mavericks on Monday night. That was a very good game. It was a back and forth game. I didn't watch the full game because I was focusing on watching some of the other games. I think the Bulls played that day, if I'm not mistaken. I think the Bulls played that day, so I was watching the Bulls mainly. But I tuned into the game like the fourth quarter, mid third. It was a good game. Chris Paul just went crazy. He had 30 some points. He had a double double. He might have triple double or triple double, one of the two. But he went off. Devin Booker with the game winner with like 1 or 2 seconds left. But all around, it was a good game. The Suns are looking good. The Mavericks, it's looking tough. It's really looking tough for them. Can't really get a win. Maybe they can get a win today. I think they play today. Today's Wednesday, so they might be playing. I'm not 100% sure on the schedules and everything. Blah blah blah. The game from yesterday, the Nets and Clippers, that was a good game. The first quarter, it was kind of like the first 6 or 7 minutes, it was all Clippers. But then towards the end of the first half, it was a 1-point game. It was just, they were looking good. Like the entire game, Kyrie was scoring. And then when they put Kawhi on him or Paul George on him or a good defender on him, he said, "Here, KD. You take." Like it's so crazy how he has KD, Harden, and it's Kyrie Irving, KD, and James Harden, like 3 superstars, 3 25-plus point scorers. It's insane, to be honest. It's one of the best, probably offensive firepower teams. Like if they keep this up, they're going to be the greatest offensive rating team ever, but the worst defensive because they don't have a good defensive team. Like, yeah, they need good individual defenders? Yes, but if they can just get team defense, then they should be all right. They shouldn't be the worst, but they shouldn't be the best. Lakers and the Hawks, it was a good game. The courtside, everything that happened. It's cool to have fans back. Like LeBron said, it's cool to have fans back. He likes it. It's a good interaction. It's good for the players to talk trash to the fans to talk trash to the players, blah, blah, blah. Oh, that was a good game. That was a very intense game. Was there any other good games? Let me think. The Pacers lost to 76ers less Embiid. There's really not much other games. I'm gonna keep talking about the Nets and Clippers, but I'm trying to think of other like extremely good games, but I really can't think of any. But the matchup we're all looking forward to is probably the Nets and the Lakers, February 18th. That's going to be a good game. Yeah. So, the games that I'm probably gonna watch today, I don't really know what games I'm gonna watch. I'm probably gonna watch some games, but I don't know what games I'm gonna watch. I don't 100% look at who's playing today, but tomorrow I'll make a video on everything that went on. Oh, the Rockets and the Thunder game. The Rockets just shot lights out that game. They scored like 47 to 50 points in the first quarter. Like, did they kind of slow down in the second quarter and third quarter? I mean, kind of. The second quarter wasn't really I expected them to keep shooting like that. I was expecting them to damn near score 90 points in that first half. They only dropped like 60 or 70, which is still good, but we were expecting a higher because they were just hitting every three they took. But yeah, that was a good game. I like my boy Shea. He's out for today against the Rockets, though. So that's kind of tough. But yeah, let's continue talking about the Nets and the Clippers. That's a potential finals matchup. I would like to see a 7-game series with them. I think the Clippers have the best chance in the West of beating the Lakers, and there's a couple teams I feel like that could knock off the Lakers. I feel like the Suns have a decent chance if the Trailblazers can get healthy and they can get going like everyone expected them to. They could. Everyone thought the Mavericks were going to. I even thought the Mavericks were going to be a top 4 or 5 seed. They've been playing like garbage. They're on like a 6 or 7 game losing streak. The Clippers have probably the best chance in the West. In the East, there's a couple teams. I feel like the Sixers could. I feel like the Celtics could. Obviously the Nets and the Bucks. You always have to include the Bucks when it's talking about winning the championship because they got the back-to-back MVP and the Defensive Player of the Year. So yeah, you got to always include the Bucks, even though they're not. I feel like they're waiting for the playoffs to go on that historic streak again. Because last year was very depressing. They won freaking, I think, 6 games in the playoffs. Yeah. Aaron Gordon is out for the Magic. Were there other injuries that happened over? I don't think so. Fred VanVleet dropped 54, most by an undrafted player. The most by an undrafted player in NBA history. The highest was 53, and that was by Moses Malone, which, honestly, I did not know Moses Malone was undrafted until, I knew he was undrafted, but I didn't find out until a while ago. But yeah, that was crazy. Like 11 of 14 or 15 from 3, 9 of 9 from the free throw line. They got a big dub against the Magic, even though the Magic are struggling with injuries, blah, blah, blah. It was still a big win. The Raptors needed this win. The Raptors needed a win. That Nets and Clippers game might be the game of the year, unless the Lakers and Nets game is even better. That's got the potential to be the game of the year. Both of those games do. But yeah, I mean, there was really no stopping Kyrie or KD that game. Paul George, he only took 1 free throw, which was kind of surprising because Paul George drives a lot. He creates contact. He averages like 4 or 5, maybe 6 free throws a game. It was a tough loss for the Clippers. They were on a roll. They'll beat the Cavs today. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all I got for today, to be honest. I'll come back with you guys. I'll come back with update of yesterday's game or for today's games tomorrow. Maybe I'll post one later today. I don't know. It depends. But yeah, if you guys like this video, please like, comment, subscribe. Peace.